Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. I am I can't even start off with like a hello or thank you because I've been I have been addressed by a anonymous individual about an expose doc that has been floating around. No one has discussed about this yet, and I am so baffled that I've read over all of this. I don't even know if I can give a final input about it because the whole situation is insane. I'm going to share my screen right now. So there's a document that is circulating around. This is this is about the friend group. The friend group in question involves BFM, also known as Beagle, Galaxy, Valerie, Tails, and T-Cobb. 5 people in one document. Disclaimer: the document includes sensitive topics like sexual abuse, self-harm, grooming, and other such topics that readers might not find comfortable reading. If you're extremely sensitive or triggered with the following topics that are going to be mentioned in the document, we suggest clicking away. Otherwise, you can proceed with this document. And also, this document covers prominent figures of this friend group, so not all will be talked about. Now, I don't have a final input about this. I skimmed over the document. I've seen the images of it, and I don't even know what to say. I actually have no idea what to say. I am literally so baffled that all of this happened, and I can't really like defend them anymore. Well, okay, I could in a certain way. If anyone could speak up about it, then it's fine. It should be fine. I'm not sure. I think I need to hear both sides of the story first and make me like process a final judgment because I am so confused right now. So there's a note. We advise all of you to not go out of your way and harass those mentioned in the document. This document was made to spread awareness and to criticize the degenerative and ironical behavior, not to throw shit against these individuals participating or being involved in such behavior. Yup, I knew that because I read over the images. Some people who were partly involved are not very much involved. There's only 5 people involved that I mentioned. But the rest, will go down the list. This document is mostly towards a friend group that will be mentioned a lot throughout this document. There will also be individuals some who want to be kept anonymous due to privacy reasons that will give out testimonies, which is right here, on these friends and or the friend groups they were once a part of before their own fallout. As stated in this friend group, we are specifically talking about the individuals named the Wizard Beagle, who also used to go by BFM back then, and his friend group. So this is kind of crazy. Yep, not all of the people who were involved in the friend group that BFM owned, I mean Beagle, not everyone who's involved with the friend group that Beagle has is just partly some people who were involved in such behavior. I just feel like it's going to be crazy to read over. There's a lot to there's 64. Look at this, 64 pages of this. So this is going to be a long way to go. These individuals are the same people who have made the document simply titled Midnight, exposing their own ex-friends due to their horrifying, disgusting, and deplorable behaviors. However, this document will be covering the exposer's actions, as he and the group are also on the same boat compared to the individuals they called out on the document for. The difference is they got away with it. Wow. And dude, I can't defend both sides at the same time. This is kind of hard. This is really, really hard to figure out a final judgment for this. So yeah, this is the document right here. If you know what it is, then you know what it is. It is important to note that the people that will be mentioned and talked about on this document would also come with solid proof and screenshots. It's also mandatory to read throughout this entire document before coming to conclusions. I say this to anything I say as well. When I was in the middle of apology, I wanted to get people to read my side first instead of casting a final judgment, which is, going for their friend's side instead of mine, which happened to say as well, but I can't really speak up about it. And it is extremely urgent and important to read these testimonies and experiences, as it will provide context and solid proof for the claims and screenshots. Remember to read everything in this. Yeah, I know. We'll skip that. So the first document, this is about T-Cobb. Now he's been exiled already. He deleted his own YouTube channel. He's gotten so much hate, both on TikTok and YouTube. And he's got the biggest like to comment ratio. It was like 15 to 614. That's how much hate he had. But this document covers more evidence that T-Cobb has gone through. So we'll start off with someone that used to be heavily affiliated in a close connection with BFM's friend group, the King of Blue. As of writing this document, he is currently 19 years old. And not long ago, screenshots surfaced of him inappropriately and sexually engaging minors that were under the age of 18, and it was confirmed that he was exposed as a pedo. The reason as to why he's in this document is because there are many updates that the mentioned document left out, and the following screenshots will show not only his deplorable behavior, but also show him attempting to dodge accountability, downplay and undermine his whole situation, and attempting to run his actions against minors. Thus, these community posts, in which he deleted because he received a ton of backlash from the audience, because the last apology made was indeed AI generated. Now, this happened to the same thing with Midnight. He made a AI generated apology. They called them out so quickly. Alex put them on an AI detector. It comes out as like 80% AI generated for Midnight's apology. I haven't read over T-Cobb's apology as of now because he deleted their channel, and I don't think I have the document anymore. But it is ridiculous. But seeing how the friend group that he was in would also make bold assumptions about people's responses, saying that they were either rushed or AI generated. That happened to me as well, but I can't go much to it. Wow. Following that would be a post where he would make an attempt to apologize, but still got backlash. Most of the stuff that he said in this response is utter bullcrap, and he basically refused to take accountability for his disgusting nature towards minors. The document's below. I'm not going to link it. If you have the link, I could send it in YouTube so you can read it over yourself, or I'm going to put it in the description. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna read it over. I'll do this later, actually. I'll do that at the end. Taking a look at this document, there are many flaws. Most of him which is him undermining or simply downplaying his actions towards other minors. And that's a big problem right here. First, he claims that he wasn't being weird towards minors, which is a big lie. He was in fact being weird around these minors. The youngest being 13. If T-Cobb knew it was wrong to have inappropriate sexual conversation with minors while he's 19, why did he do the wrong thing anyway? And then T-Cobb also tried to victimize himself throughout this entire thing. He is 19 years old, even though he already said that. I don't know who made the doc, but they already said that. Okay. And his only defense in the document is him claiming that he wasn't being weird towards minors when there were screenshots that prove what he says otherwise. This portion of the section will now show screenshots to verify that T-Cobb is dodging accountability and also attempting to flip the narrative of the situation. The first claim, being weird towards minors, is not true. I'll explain why. The claims was said from one of my ex-friends. They said I was acting with some people that were in fact minors, in which I will tell them the honest truth here. No, I was not intending to be weird on anyone since Hold on, my mom's calling me. I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. I was speaking to my mom. They need something from me. All right, let's get back to it. So here is the first image. Ew. I think, yeah, that's really bad. That's really, really weird. I'm not even kidding. That was like before even I had a fallout with them, I think. Was it? Oh yeah, it was. It was. Okay. Dude, this is Sage. Yeah, this one Sage has already been exposed as well. I know that. This is Sage, who also goes by Milo. They were a controversial person themselves as they got exposed for grooming a 14-year-old named Zay. Well, Sage is 16, going on 17. I'm sorry, give me a second. All right. Zay, who has been verified and confirmed that this is the groomer, also found that Sage was flirting with T-Cobb. Bestie Moan is them convincing T-Cobb, as Sage would always briefly mention T-Cobb as their bestie to Moan on call. Ew! What the fuck? While they're dating Zay? This is... Wow, what the fuck? Okay. The following screenshots show T-Cobb's friends, who are both minors, mentioning T-Cobb's moaning throughout most of these messages. Keep in mind that Thingy is 15 years old and Sage is 16, going on 17 this December. Dude, what the fuck? Hey T-Cobb, I've just seen this doc and evidence and the heinous thing you accused. I'm gonna have to let you go. Hope you understand. Okay, I don't have any proof of this, but I never did anything wrong. I know something are wrong, but I never should never do them. But I never did it. What? Wait, I should never do them, but I never did anything. What the fuck does that mean? Wait, T-Cobb, what the hell does that mean? I should never do them, but I never did anything. Why are you downplaying it? It makes... What the fuck? Look, dude. This is weird as fuck. Dude. Oh my god. Some people need to be nuked off this goddamn country. No, I mean world. Some people need to be killed sometimes. And I mean with the utmost disrespect. Moan out and see what's good. Dude, I'm not reading these. You can. That's just really fucking weird. Oh my god. Keep in mind that Midnight Potions is Midnight, or also known as Axiana, another controversial person who was just 15 years old at the time they got exposed, and T-Cobb is 19. Nothing about this is going to scream I wasn't being weird towards any minors, because that claim falls short here. Ooh, yeah, that's really bad. I'm not even kidding. That's really, really bad. Dude. Why the fuck? Oh, you put two of the same images at the same time. What the hell? How are we what? Just really bad. Oh my god. All right. The screenshots prove that he himself knew the minors' ages and then proceeded to act very sexually and lewd towards them. Do not support this person at all or even interact with them. If you see this person, block them and encourage others to stay away from this garbage predator. Yeah, everyone did that already, especially on TikTok and YouTube, where everybody's just dogging on it for having like a crash out on a 10-year-old. That's like... No, that was like a 12-year-old. No, it was definitely 10. Yeah, what a fucking creep. He is still actively removing videos and still have connections with other minors despite being called out being a pedophile. Update. You forgot to update it, actually. T-Cobb deleted his YouTube channel. That's the new update. And I'm kind of baffled that this happened, too, because he wanted to run away from the allegations amongst with the other people who were involved in the Midnight doc. Like, Midnight went full... Midnight just disappeared. And then you have T-Cobb, who deleted his channel. Alex, who deleted his channel. Gwen, also known as Vinny, has deleted her channel. Who else, bruh? Who else? I think that's everybody. I'm not sure about Sage. I'm not sure about Thingy. I think they have also deleted their comments, but I'm not sure. Where's... Yeah. As of the 6th of August, He deleted his channel. That's what I talked about. It was so stupid. He still has his alt account up right here, which I've checked before. It's literally dead. Now let's talk about. Now they're talking about BFM, also known as the Wizard Beagle. I don't know if I should call him Beagle or BFM. I feel like the other name is better, but I'm not sure. Now we will start off with one of the most prominent figures of the OSC community. You mean the OSC. Anyways, also the one that originated and created his friend group, the Wizard Beagle. He is currently 16 years old as of writing this document. Although we won't be just talking about him, we're going to be first talking about his friend group and what they have done during the Zay situation. Days prior to the false allegations on Zay, Beagle and his friend group went and started privately talking about Zay, mocking and making fun of him because of his allegations towards him, which caused the entire situation to later escalate days leading up to the false allegations. The group played a big role in throwing Zay under the bus, which ultimately created his mental health to decline and ultimately got him framed, which I knew what happened. I feel really bad for Zay because I don't want him to feel more worse than before, because he's already depressed as fuck. Even before the whole false accusation even happened, it was so bad. It was actually really, really bad. And I give my respect to Zay. He's my homie. I give him my love. Not romantically, not sexually, just my friendship to him. Zay is my homie. I treat him with a lot of respect. And seeing them just thrown under the bus. God damn, bro. What did they do to even deserve this? I'm so confused. Besides all the false accusations and shit, why would they mock them? I'm kind of confused on why they decided to do that shit. It's so weird. Okay, anyways. Days prior to the mocking and making fun of him because of his allegations towards him, which caused the entire situation to later escalate days leading up to the false allegations. This group played a big role in throwing Zay. Oh, wait, I've already. Yeah. Although the Wizard Beagle may seem like he changed for the better, that is the complete opposite. He deleted his streams where he would moan on VC calls, make questionable jokes alongside his friends in the chat full of minors, some of which being underage as well as and after a ton of backlash because of how he ran his StreamYards and deleted them as of writing this document. However, there is evidence of him orchestrating his friend groups to go after not only just Zay, but many individuals he exposed, even though some of the people he exposed are just lies, slandering, and false allegations, as the friend group is frequently known to take drama in a very immature approach and easily jump the gun on individuals before even hearing any side of such story. Damn. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm not gonna cast a final judgment immediately and say they're all bad. I still want to hear all the documents and think of an actual way to resolve all this because it's bad. His friend group has also been very controversial, and oftentimes we'll see the seed of the drama, C2 drama, adding fuel to the fire wherever situation took place, assume other people with little to no evidence after exposing them, and a lot more inhumane and immature things they do. I'm going to quickly do this. All right, there we go. From the screenshots that show BFM's friend Limelight making Zay look bad by falsely accusing him of guilt tripping, even though there's no solid evidence to back that up, to Valerie's degeneracy, all of these are accusations that are completely baseless. His friends are known to also make up evidence of certain individuals that could get the reputation damaged, and the fact that nobody has spoke up on this kind of behavior shows how ironical it is to call someone out from a certain friend group, but then proceed to do the same things to the people you called out for, yet the only difference is they're able to get away with that. One very notable person in BFM's friend group is also someone that goes in the name of Valerie. She is in this document because she is also a part of BFM's problematic friend group. She's also tried to make Zay look bad many times, and it has even gone to point of from breaking her own boundaries and trying to pick a bone with Zay, to making constant vents referencing him, even though threatening a misleading video being made against him because people don't know the full situation, when Zay made a video explaining the full situation. Also, Valerie wanted absolutely nothing to do with Zay and wanted no contact with him, yet she still proceeds to talk about him and even had the nerve to send an artwork poke fun at Zay being groomed on by his ex-girlfriend, Sage, who was 16 at the time, and he was only 14. I've seen these vent posts. I feel bad. I don't even know what to do. Like, realistically, I don't even know what to say. I don't want to make it sound like I don't want to make it sound like I am poking fun at Valerie or anyone else who is involved in this document, because I have no. Let me explain. I have no side. I have no opinions. I don't want to be in any side. I'm just reading over the document and trying to think of something that is fair towards this group. Say you're gonna clip but then come back just to ridicule us. Say you want to interact with us but then get involved in our drama. How does that make sense? I'm sorry, but I'm making a video on that shit because I see people supporting. I'm not even worried about the full situation. He isn't doing anything about it. I'm sorry, but his drop it wasn't even just you who was hurt by them. The fuck. Oh my god. Dude. Yeah, that's bad. So when Valerie fends, everyone thinks it's okay. Yeah. Note that this Filming Frontiers guy is who contacted Zay about an object character that mocked his Discord status, lied about Valerie drawing the character. It was confirmed by Galaxy herself that she drew the object character, and that Filming Frontiers completely switched up Valerie and Galaxy due to their art styles. However, it does not excuse the fact that this counts towards as harassment, as Valerie was well aware that Zay got groomed and then proceeded to send Galaxy's drawing in front of her or in Valerie's community server, where other community members were able to see it. I mean, realistically, I have no opinions on this, and I feel sorry for the people. I feel sorry, especially for Zay, who had to go through all this. But I don't have an opinion. I feel like both sides are still wrong, especially when it comes to the exposers of Midnight, because, you know, they still did terrible shit. Both of them are still not, you know, they're both still in the wrong. I'm going to say it. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. My god, dude. Valerie even chose to forgive Zay because of what he did to Valerie in the past. Though it's unclear what he exactly did, we do know what he did was completely minor and it wasn't as bad as compared to all of the other friend group's actions. And yet she still chose to publicly go after Zay for no reason and then tried to play victim after, which makes Valerie look completely bad on the clear picture. Yeah, I've seen the apology. Zay told me about it, actually. When they wanted to apologize to them, when I apologized to Beagle, Galaxy, and Valerie, Zay DM'd me as well. Because I talked about it on Valerie's stream, that I want to talk to them in DMs. And then Zay immediately after tells them to send the messages to him, but she didn't respond. I don't think she actually ever responded to that. Which, I'm not going to lie, is definitely a huge dick move, especially when it comes to Zay. No, especially when it comes to Valerie. It's like, give me a second. I'm going to quickly do something. Just give me a quick second. Okay, anyways. Yeah, that is bad. I'm not gonna lie, that is really, really bad. I don't think. I feel like it's just something about them is just. I don't know what to say. I feel bad for Zay. That's the problem. He doesn't deserve any of the harassment because for sure that was especially like fake. You know, they're just putting shit. They're just throwing shit at Zay. They're like putting him more into dirt for some reason. It's just really disappointing, to be honest. Oh my god. Plus, not only that, Galaxy, Val, and their friends framed and blamed me for showing NSFW, which I never did. Yeah, I think this is bad. I don't even know what to say. Like, I said this so many times, I have no opinions. I'm on nobody's side, actually, because I just want to read over the document and think of something that is fair towards the both of them. Anyways, Limelight confirms that Galaxy is accusing Zay of playing victim, which, when all this is complete lies, and it all points back to Galaxy and Valerie. They are two partners that are actively being destructive towards Zay's reputation, and not even a single person is doing anything about that. Actually, wait, I have an idea. Man, that sucks. This is Valerie's own 2 channels. Just to keep in mind, she posts the alleged expose video that she now made private on her channel on this first screenshot, and this is her main. I don't know how or when to bring this up, guys, but Zay has just got proven innocent. Those guys who accused him of those acts were lying. I knew I wasn't crazy, but he wasn't. People will tell me he's still problematic, and at this point, I don't know what to believe. His community posts can explain everything I would know. I've seen it. Well, even then, he's still guilt tripped and stuff. BFM, can you just tell them? Because I don't know. In a bit, I can. The people that he's referencing are most of BFM's friends or associates, and also controversial people like Friendly Fire or Cash, claiming the fact that Zay is still problematic. However, this is said many times, and yet there's no solid proof that shows him being problematic, as all of his problematic allegations have been debunked and proven false. Most of the section will cover and show just how extremely problematic, dismissing, and gassy the friend group really is. Now we're getting on to a subsection. Oh. Okay, so someone is joining this stream, and it is Autumn. Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning. I'm reading over this document right now. I'm trying to think of a final cast of judgment because it is kind of bad, if I can say it myself.
Dude, I read through 25% of it.
You read through 25% of it? Okay. I'm at page 18 right now. Oh, and he left. Okay, anyways. Tunnel vision is defined as single-minded concentration on one objective, which describes every single drama that friend group has gotten themselves into. You see, not only has the friend group exposed multiple people despite the hypocrisy, they've also centered their viewpoints to only things they wanted to see or hear. For example, in February 2026, they've exposed someone who goes by the name of Bella for being fake and also for harassment. As said on their so-called blacklisting channel in the server, we've asked someone who wanted to reach out by saying that Bella has done stuff much worse. In this case, the accusations of making Rule 34. They claim that they have told them that she had done this multiple times and they didn't listen one bit. Which not only this is very disturbing, it also exposes them for not caring at all for someone who was uncomfortable with this person. We believe the reason for this was that Bella was one of the most popular people in that friend group, and if anything serious like that got out of that could tamper with their already crumbling image. The person the person we reached out to was Piper, who says that they're still cool with the friend group. It's just that made them feel very left out and pissed at this revelation. Sadly, Piper does not have any screenshots of his Rule 34 claim, as this was made 2 years ago, and it was on a Discord whiteboard in a dead server. We do have screenshots of Piper saying that this happened, and everyone's saying that they didn't know. That, and as well, even after saying this allegation was never put on the blacklist despite everyone now knowing. We like to thank Piper for these screenshots, and please don't harass her in any way, shape. Screenshots will now be shown below the section. Well, it's safe to say that Val Galaxy and her friends got karma. I'm not sure what would happen after I read this document. I'm not sure if they're going to talk about it. I'm not sure they're going to apologize about it. I feel like they're going to start just escalating it even more, because I think this drama has been going on for so long, and it's kind of getting ridiculous. I mean, Valerie said the same thing too. The drama is dumb, and I agree with her. It's just that she's involved in it too, and I don't even know what side to pick. It's just hard to think of what side to go for. I mean, I said this already. I did say no. I'm on nobody's side. Let's just move on. Said wrong. Saw a red flag one day one. To be honest, same. Also apologize, JK. I didn't see your status until I DM'd you. All good. I mean, not long ago, she made weird art of me and no one talked about it. This was 2024 type shit. The fuck. Me too, and I'm relieved people believe me now. I mean, oh. No one did before. I never liked Bella. Not even once. Oh, it's Tails. We'll get to him later. I'm kind of happy she's gone. If you talk to me, Frame Water, I would be on your side, gang. I should have. Sorry I came off too mean. She really affected blank about being around you guys. I'm gonna be honest. I had my suspicions with Bella, but I didn't really want to say anything. For the weird all, let's just say it was me and my ex Jay in bed. You can guess the rest. That's new info for me at least. Said this multiple times. I always have the people here didn't want to believe me. Biggest piss me off in the history. No one fucking listen. I'm not really in this friend group. I never heard you say this before. Never heard of this. Shaking my head. Bella fake harassment. It was on this list right here. Right here. There are other people who are involved in it that is pretty justified. I mean, I don't know about Dream. I don't know about, well, yeah, let's just move on. Oh, now this is somebody who takes half of the document. 23 out of 64. I know this because I read over the document. This takes half of it, all because of one guy. Now with that out the way, we'll now move on to the next portion of the document. And this person is also very close with BFMs, also known as the Wizard Beagle problematic friend group. Tails. Now, Tails, we are cool now. We are good friends now. Although I did try to apologize to him after this whole crash out, and I did say I'm sorry, but he did calm. But when I did try and talk to them about it, right here. I'm done with you anyways. You hurt my friends. Yeah. I mean, that's on me. That's my fault. Anyways, Tails dude is known for scratch projects. Most commonly, the Five Nights at Nichols franchise. I've played this. Good scratch game. I'm not going to lie. He himself has played a major role in BFM's friend circle, but also a recent controversy, as of writing this document, sparked regarding him and someone that will be added on due to the privacy reasons. And Tails and Anon has been dating for only a year, and they have broken up on July 25th of this year for the following things that we will be covering about him and all his wrongdoings despite being 15 years of age, while Anon is 17. Just so you know, I know who Anon is. I'm not saying who it is, just for the sake of privacy. During the end of the relationship between Tails and Anon, Tails has been actively lying to people about Anon. There have been instances of Tails victimizing himself and accusing Anon of abuse and sympathy and suicide baiting, which in question, he's the one being controlled by Anon's mutuals, suicide baiting Anon, and he has even went out of his way to try and twist the narrative to people, trying to make Anon look like the bad person in this situation days prior after they broke up. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading this. I'm fine. It's just really hard to read over this since I have dyslexia. If I stutter a lot, if I skip words, that's just me. I'm sorry. Let's start with the guilt tripping or suicide baiting. There's evidence of Tails using suicide to sympathy bait Anon. All right, so that's one. So now this screenshot shows Tails being suicidal and shows him visibly near the train tracks and proceeds to guilt trip after Anon told Tails that they were taking a break from him. I see. On that note, there has been instances of Tails suicide baiting because of personal advice that Anon gave him. And instead of taking the advice that his girlfriend gave him, the best choice of action for Tails was to threaten self-harm on himself, saying things like, I want to, die in Roblox. I can't say that in stream or else we'll get taken down. I want to end it, to try and sympathy bait Anon. Tails instead twisted the narrative, actively falsely accusing Anon of being a guilt tripper or sympathy baiter, which in question he's projecting himself by doing the same thing he's accusing Anon of. However, this isn't the only screenshot that shows Tails dude guilt tripping and being emotionally manipulative, as there are a few more that will now be shown to prove and solidify the points being said here. Something I feel, especially with online relationships, someone cheating on me, I actually die in Roblox. I'm not gonna die in Roblox though. I'd actually die in Roblox. Listen, I could say this, but I can't. If I say it right on stream, it would get the stream taken down. That's what I'm going to say. Tails, on the other hand, claims that Anon was being sexual and made him almost die in Roblox, even though that is left unconfirmed nor suspected to be true, as there are no screenshots or conversations giving the claims that Anon was being sexual, or even made someone almost and also die in Roblox. A user who will be kept anonymous for privacy reasons has also asked a close friend of Tails for proof, to which in their response, they simply said, I don't have proof, but Tails does. Okay, so now there are the screenshots showing her doing any of this. Yes, I don't. She and her friends wanted to call Tails toxic simply because they don't like him. To the fact that he has mental health problems. He almost killed himself because of her. She also said a lot of sexual things to him, accusing him of a lot of things, threatening to die in Roblox, wanting to kidnap her for some reason. It's weird. We're not crazy if you try breaking up with her. And she's almost 18. He's only 15. She manipulated him a lot. RT defended Tails' behavior despite having no proof and only relying on him for evidence. Something I fear. Oh yeah, Verdi. Am I annoying? Holy shit, I feel I am. No, you're not. You shouldn't. Not even if someone's cheating on you. I would, though, because just imagine if I was, like, in a relationship with someone for years, only for them to cheat on me. This here is called gaslighting, or in other words, emotional abuse. Here, he is suiciding baiting, threatening self-harm themselves, but this isn't the only screenshot that proves Tails emotionally manipulating Anon, as the following screenshots will be shown below this section. So this is the entire, breakup screenshot that happened. I don't care, please let people know. If there was something making you uncomfortable, I wouldn't deal immediately. When you're uncomfortable, you bitch to her about it. I feel oppressed. I would tell you if something's making me uncomfortable. Is there anything I should making you uncomfortable right now? I don't know you. The only thing that's making me uncomfortable right now is you telling me what to do. Yeah, that I think this is actually valid. I think Tails should not like, you know, I don't understand why Tails wanted to really like change her mindset to keep dating her and also listening to him. To like, how do I say it? I don't understand why Anon is like trying so much to like listen to Tails. I think this is just too okay. I don't know. Well, I'm uncomfortable for what, dude? It ain't your characters. Oh, Alina influenced me into acting like that. I will be making a response. I mean, I'm streaming right now. You can have your you can literally you can have like your own testimony right here on the stream because I'm explaining everything. You don't have to give yourself a response. If you want to, I don't mind. I'm just trying to be less hypersexual. I don't know, this ain't being hypersexual at all. You force me into those role plays most of the time. I'm sorry, you're not. It's fine, I forgive you. I was thinking about stopping entirely then today just for the sake of my health. If you don't want to see blank, don't look at it. And start toning things down in our role plays. I feel fucked mentally. Whose fault is that? Like I've said for you to tone things down before numerous times, but you didn't listen. I'm sorry, shut the fuck up. I forgive you like always. Oh, I hate myself how to end up like this, son. Dearie, my bedtime's at 11. Oh, there's more. I could probably tell who made this, but I'm still not going to say. I have no control over what people want to do. I'm the only one person. Please understand. Yeah, you didn't want to make people make all 34 of Alina, but you're completely fine with SC? Dude, what? That just feels wrong. What? What? Tails? What the fuck? What the hell does that mean? Alina is part of my main OC. Some characters should not be sexualized. Children's OC of mine cannot be sexualized at all. I know. Really? Because it seemed like you don't. Skull emoji. I do have my limits. Nobody on YouTube needs to know about this shit. No, please let people know on YouTube and we will be done. I have my own boundaries, Tails. It's her fucking care. If not, I'll just do it myself. Wow, dude. Oh my god. Wait. Give me a second. I'm just so confused right now. What? What? Wait. Stop with this. Blank is ageless. She is not a fucking child. I don't care. Son. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say, Tails. I actually don't even know what to say. You don't speak to me. I should be the one who speaks. Forceful tactics he's using, actively violating her boundaries on her characters. Tired emoji. It makes me uncomfortable and you're not doing anything about it. You don't owe me either. And plus, there's not that much people making that type of shit of SC. Blank's a character, by the way. She's her own character. She's an OC technically, though. An original character. Gold, if you can add me on Discord, I'll send you the document. I'm not going to share it publicly in here just for the sake of myself, I guess. I don't know. But she's her... Oh, yeah, it's also because I can't send links on YouTube. But she's her own character, and she's not my main representation. OCs can be separate, so she's technically an OC, but not your main OC. Yeah, she's not my main OC, she's my secondary one. And also, still, I feel like you're being too controlling. Please stop. Reminder that he didn't listen to her. Blank. I have limits, too. I'm not that much of an open door. I'm weirded out by this. It's literally not your character. Who are you to control her characters? Yeah, true. If she doesn't want to sexualize it, then let it so be it. Respect that shit. You added me on Discord, so you can just send it to me. It's the same one I've used on the. It's the same one. I cannot control who makes Rule 34 blank. You don't want me. You don't want me, your boyfriend, to be uncomfortable, right? You don't want me. What? What? What the fuck does that? Wait, what does that mean? What? What does that sentence mean, bro? You don't want me, your boyfriend to be uncomfortable, right? I don't. Oh my god. This shit makes no sense. I'm sorry, Tails. Yeah, I know. We'll have to tone it down once you become 18. There's no point in that. You're still a fucking minor. Wait till I turn 16 or 17. Would anyone think I'm a groomer? No, not unless you're actively trying to do inappropriate stuff to me, which is what you're trying to get Anon to do right now. Last time I checked, you used to date people older than you, so that's not a good look on you. Tombstone emoji. Ooh, that's bad. Even when I talked to some friends about it, they said it was fine. Tails. You got a lot of explaining to do. You got a lot of fucking explaining to do. I think you owe the victims big time. And I can't even defend you on this, bro. What the fuck? That I even talked to some friends about it. Oh my god, Tails. I am just... I don't know what to say, bro. You owe a lot of these victims big time, bro. I don't want to harm you, you know? Yeah, I don't seek to harm people. I need to keep my head straight. I feel messed up. It's okay. It's not messed up to do stuff like this. I'm messed up and dirty and tainted. I don't like this. I feel like you secretly do. What? I feel... Wait, can you like email? I don't want your email. Just add me on Discord. Look, I'll share. This is my Discord, right? Just DM me in this. This is my Discord, okay? Add me in there and I'll send you the doc. I can't share it publicly. I mean, if you could, I think if you share, that's on you. I don't care. I lived my life being on edge and still do. There's always the possibility of getting canceled. I mean, as long as we don't tell anybody. Oh my. Tails. As long as we don't tell anybody, it's right here. As long as we don't tell anybody, buddy, it's right here. Look at this. This is a big image of you saying that shit. That's crazy. I'm trying to do better than how I did before. We'll be okay. Not anymore. It reminds me of when I was 13 all over again. There's nothing wrong with people fucking. There is a fucking problem. She is 2 years older than you. You're still a minor and she's turning into an adult this year. I guess. I mean, look at Chippy. What the fuck? What does he have to do with this? What the fuck does he have to do with the situation? I'm actually really confused. I don't understand. What the fuck does he have to do with this situation? Feels weird that we're older when we're still expected to be pure. Even if we can watch movies of our ages, we're little still. Should I be ashamed? I'm not sure. No, I wouldn't say. Then what do you mean? We're about to be young adults. We're still kids. You're still a kid, bro. Yeah, I'm just reading over this right now. Yeah, Tails, both of you were still kids. You're a minor. She is a minor. How does that correlate? For more information about someone younger than can groom another that's older. Yeah, look. A younger person can groom an older person. Yes, this is AI. This isn't my document. Someone else has made it, but good lord, dude. For more yeah, that's just wow. It will be okay, I promise. Ain't this fucking grooming? Cause why are you normalizing this shit? That shit is all we draw now, is it? No, I mean we still draw normal stuff. I guess it's okay, hon. Dude. I live my life being on the edge and still do. There's always a possibility of getting oh yeah, I've already. I even talked to some friends about it. What do they think? They said it was fine unless you're not doing anything bad to me. That's true. It really depends on the age gap, however. It's a big age gap when it comes to dating people. And it also depends on how you put that relationship. If it's romantic, then it's I mean, on me, it's okay. If it's a 17 to an 18-year-old, it's okay if it's romantic. If it's sexually, then it's bad. I can search this up right now. Is it illegal to date? Is to sexually date? Get in a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old whilst being 18? Yeah, there's this right here. It depends entirely on where you live and on the specific facts. For example, the ages of consent, whether this is considered close in age, or also known as Romeo and Juliet, and whether there's any coercion or abuse of authority. Yeah, it really depends on your Romeo and Juliet laws and basically how you adapt into the relationship. Ah, fuck! Oh, fuck! I leaked it. No, I already leaked it. Even though like 5, 6, 7, yeah, 7 people already got the document. What's going on? A lot of people are being exposed. Let's just say that. Primarily Tails, but you can read back the whole stream to see what happened. I see. I don't want to harm you, you know. Yeah, I don't seek to harm people at all. I just like dirtiness. That's all. What? Invite me. Okay. The screenshots above shows Tails basically forcing Anon into sexual roleplays when she only wanted to do normal roleplays. This is basically reverse grooming, or also known as Darvo. You may feel like it's Tails isn't grooming Anon, but he is. The definition for grooming is when a person builds a deep emotional connection with a vulnerable adult or a minor to exploit, manipulate, or sexually, mentally, or emotionally, or physically abuse them. So yes, it can be a minor trying to groom an adult. That's the whole point. Like there's like a no final definition for grooming. Everybody thinks grooming is like predatory behavior. Everybody thinks it's like, oh, a child grooms an adult grooms a minor. That's not the case. It's a very specific term. Just so you know. The common warning signs are excessive gifts, secrecy, asking the victim to hide any communications or direct messages, isolation, and sudden changes in a person's mood, behavior, or secretive behaviors. Tails also states that he's trying to be less hypersexual, but in reality, you cannot be less hypersexual. Hypersexuality, medically known as compulsive sexual behavior disorder or CSBD, is a condition where an individual feels uncomfortable, excessive or intense sexual thoughts, behaviors, or urges. Common behaviors include strong sexual urges or fantasies that seem impossible to control, using high amounts of pornography or compulsive masturbation. Okay, you can read all of that. I'm not getting banned on stream. In this situation, it seems that as if Tails is allegedly faking the so-called hypersexuality, though we probably won't ever know. Okay. I don't care. Please let people know. If there was something making you uncomfortable, I would deal immediately. That's where did it? Well, I'm comfortable. I am too, and I'm disappointed you ain't doing anything. I already had limits set. You're not being helpful. Did you not see the also unethical dynamics are not allowed to? That's another thing I'll state. I know, but am I supposed to stay uncomfortable forever? You should stop feeling uncomfortable. That's not gonna help. I don't know what to tell you this. Tails also tells Anon that he is uncomfortable with people making NSFW out of her ageless characters. Anon has explicit boundaries because some of her characters are minors, and she does say that is where it draws the line, or in other words, she doesn't allow her minor characters to be drawn in a certain way. Tails basically does not care about what she says and still presses on Anon, telling them to stop. Trying to be less hypersexual, he forcing to these roles. Yeah, I've read over this. It's from the Topps image. Anon was unaware that she was being groomed until we put the pieces together and figured it out. And yes, Anon was emotionally and or mentally unstable when she was with Tails, and Tails constantly threatened suicide or self-harming themselves. And yes, this can be a sign of grooming, because he is targeting an emotionally and mentally unstable 17-year-old. He had also dated people older than him before he dated Anon, despite only being 15. And knowing that the age gap doesn't look too good when dating older people doesn't make him innocent or the victim whatsoever. This paints a bad image on himself and whoever he dated before. Just because he's a minor and he dated many older people throughout his life does not automatically make them the victim. He knew that Anon was 16 back when Tails was 14 at the time of beginning their relationship, but still chose to date Anon, who was later turning 18 soon in November. So right here, I have something to tell you. It's more evidence about blank. So one day I had a mental breakdown, right? And instead of comforting me, she's not obligated to comfort you. Why are you going out to other people who had nothing to do with this? And she makes me apologize instead. Apologize for cheating every one of those. He's going through something, like I said. I'm sorry, guys. I never meant to seem like I was pushing all away. I was having severe trust issues. Dude. I think this is bad. I don't even know what to say, bro. I do not know what to say. Anon was not obligated to comfort anyone, especially since at the time she was mentally unstable. Wait a second. Oh. How do you expect someone to comfort you if they aren't doing mentally well themselves? The thing is, you can't. You may want her to, but she cannot basically always comfort you. And you can't make her do shit that you want her to. Okay, we're in the conclusion. Finally. That took 1/3 of the fucking document, by the way. 1/3 of it. To conclude Tails in this section, this guy has attempted manipulative and sympathy baiting tactics towards his girlfriend, and had tried violating, which in fact he did violate, her boundaries by getting her to do sexual role plays, even with her own characters, with some being minors. This individual isn't someone to be trusted or to be around, and he's a very hypocritical person too. Also, just a little side note, all these individuals I mentioned in this document are prominent figures of the problematic family. If you don't see anyone else other than the mentioned individuals, it is because they have either didn't do anything that's on the same level as these mentioned individuals, or may have simply done nothing wrong at all. Although that is mostly unlikely because the friend group knows what they were doing as a whole. Regardless of, please think twice before doing anything of what these individuals have done mentioned in this document. None of this was intended to go public, and even was trying to frame me. I mean, it's already public right now, so I don't know what you're going to do about it. All right, last one. Galaxy. I don't have any opinions on her. I just think she's a little bit sensitive, but that's just something. I have nothing against her, okay? She's a kind person to interact with. Nothing too serious. They're pretty nice. We'll end off this portion of the document with another prominent creator of the OSC community that goes by the name of Galaxy of Shards, or Galaxy, who also used to go by Glasses back then. They are mostly well known for their animations and artwork mostly related to the OSC community. They are in this document because not only they have played a big role in getting Zay framed and falsely exposed, but also made up many lies to the point where many people cut contact with Zay over accusations that Galaxy has mostly made up about Zay over the span of a month. So this is Galaxy right here. I've known her since I think 2000. I think I actually recently met her too. Well, I don't know, because when I first joined the community back in 2024, I didn't remember who Galaxy is. Maybe it was later in 2025. I'm not sure, and I don't care. But she didn't just slander and falsely expose Zay because of these assumptions. Her girlfriend, who in question is Valerie, would do the same and proceed to throw Zay under the bus for things he hasn't done. Galaxy has also gotten someone that goes by the name of Piper fired from a show simply because Piper had her own opinions and wasn't signed with a so-called abusive relationship Tails is trying to call out Anon for. We will now show screenshots and proof that Galaxy's attempt to paint Suitcase Selena the bad guy, and there will also be screenshots or proof showing Galaxy throwing Zay under the bus by making assumptions only for the people to use these assumptions Galaxy and the girlfriend made up against Zay to spread. Good fucking lord! Add some commas. Anyways, speaking of what did Zay lie about? Anyways, basically being a main victim of midnight shit. Also, they're trying to get all the attention to him, and also lied about having a low income. Cause when I asked him how he was able to do giveaways with low income, he started his word saying that he knew he was lying. Wow. Galaxy would make false assumptions, making the argument that Zay lied about having low income. He stuttered on his words, showing that he was lying. When clearly it's normal for people to stutter, and hysterically, this argument is completely stupid because this is her just making Zay look bad. She also falsely claims that Zay tried to get all the attention during the midnight situation, which is completely false as well. Zay made a video on his YouTube channel, in which you can find in this video, and his channel will now be shown in this document. This one right here. I've watched over the whole thing. I think this is really bad. I mean, no, I don't mean that bad like the video is terrible. I feel like the situation is bad. That will now be shown in this document. Galaxy is referring to Zay's own video and proceeds to accuse Zay of trying to make the situation solely about him, when in reality, that is completely false, as he just acknowledged the video that Wizard Beagle has to deal with an abusive ex-partner, although it doesn't change the fact that he has done almost the same thing as his ex-partner did. And in this video, he explains the situation, plus debunks all the false allegations that have been thrown around his name. So give it a watch before casting final judgment. All the truth and proof is on the video. This is also the video Valerie was striking at Zay for, simply because she saw Zay getting more support in his own situation. It is also important to note that some people have rushed throughout the video and still proceed to harass Zay and throw him under the bus because he spoke out against his abusers. I will be right back. I need to grab water. I am so thirsty. Did I leave the door open? No shit! Thank God. Thank fucking God. I got my water. My God, I haven't drank for a while. So thank God I have that. Almost all the Blue Coiny victims got exposed. I don't even know who exposed Blue Coiny. I know Blazeball and Beagle was involved. I'm not sure about the rest. Well, I know T-Cop's involved too, but I'm not sure. Holy shit, I have not drank water for a while, so I'm glad I have it. Continue on, the screenshots will show Piper confronting Galaxy, who is actively spreading misinformation and lies about Anon. Galaxy would then start to twist the narrative and make claims that Anon was abusive towards Tails, even though there are many screenshots that show Tails abusing Anon and using suicide to sympathy bait and guilt trip Anon. And it's just my input. I know I forgot to mention, but she literally almost pushed Tails to suicide. I don't know how you get to the conclusion that she's in the right. Oh, brother, have you not seen the whole story? I've seen almost every single conversation. Tails has actually been suiciding baiting to get Blank to confront him. Again, what? I know that sounds very weird, but trust me, I've seen them slide him. I've seen Blank try to confront him when he's been having suicide thoughts. Let me get them real quick. Fair. Try not to worry about a thing. It will be all right. Tails won't expose it, by the way. I know he told me he doesn't want to spread it, so hopefully nothing bad happens. This screenshot shows one of Anon's friends lying about Tails not exposing Anon. This is completely false. It says days earlier, Tails went on and told his friends about Anon abusing him during their relationship. So this screenshot also does raise suspicions concerning the fact that they were manipulating Anon in the DMs, thinking that he wouldn't expose it when many people already got word that Anon is an alleged abuser. Apparently another thing I got word from Tails that at some point Doggy legit shot talked him behind his back with Blank. So, Blue Coiny. I don't know who Blue Coiny is. I'm sorry, but damn. So T-Cobb, Alex, Lockie, Shieldy, Midnight, and Vinny. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Anyways, if you're wondering when someone's window, I was going to jump. Nico, why would you do something like that? Please stop doing this and listen to me. Your life matters so much to me. Stop hurting yourself. Because all that's doing hurt. I can't really see the images because they're cropped. I want you alive, and I really mean it, Nicholas. Ooh. Piper, I think I forgot to. The doc. Hey, whoever owes this doc, hide their name. Bro. I'm not sure Tails wants to keep their first name hidden. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, anyways, stalling. Falling off is a part of riding. You fall and then you get back up. That's how it works. But I basically just broke a new bike. Is that why they're suicide baiting? Because they broke a new bike? The fuck? As long as you are with me too, I'd be self-harming though, Nip. Please, no more self-harming. I can't read that bottom. I cannot read that bottom image. I can't read these fucking messages. I have to get really close to this. I'm now getting worried. Yes, it almost damaged the bike. Oh no, now what? I smashed my finger on a door a couple of times. Why? On purpose. Blank, please listen to me. No more self-harm. Bro! Dude! Why? Whoever made this document, you had to now hide their first name. And you didn't even do it for the first one. What the fuck? Okay. Do not act on it at all. Baby, please stay alive. This urge needs to be destroyed. You're not going to harm yourself more than you already have. This is enough. One of my best friends moving out of the state, confirms for high school in the future, and even the accident with my new bike. I should have you know that whatever happens, you always have me. I'm here with you always. Nico, please fucking stop it. Please live for me. Suicide's not the answer. Blank. Eggy Kurt. Why is he involved? I see. Well, and I guess it seems he has a new partner now when I look at his bio. I don't know who that is, but he is taken. A friend of Tails confirms that immediately after the breakup, he started to date someone else, though it is unknown who he's exactly dating at this current moment. It does raise a little suspicion that Tails is dating somebody else immediately after breaking up with Anon, because it's completely unusual for someone to immediately set up for another relationship right after breaking up with an ex-partner. Wait, then why? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, then why is Eggy Kurt's name not... I think... Does he not care about the drama? I think it doesn't. I don't think they care. That's fine. I don't know about that yet, but maybe I don't know. I can ask Tails for the screenshot because those chats were in 2025. They changed this year. I got some this year too. Wait, so that's from Doggy, right? Oh, so Tails was dating Doggy at the time. Wow. What a whore. Wow. What an actual whore. Oh my god. I can't believe you're not going to leave me. I won't let you. Treat me better and I won't. What the hell is this? If you don't know, then I don't assume then. He's told us all about this. Tails? Yes, him. Don't believe anything he says. He's definitely is the one delivering drama here. What a prick. Yeah, this is why I don't choose sides. Found this thing. I'm pretty sure it's a shit talking. This is just I think this is a Doggy thing. Doggy. She's became worse, low-key. I think I agree with that. I used to be friends with Doggy like last year. And the shit that she has said made me question about the friendship I have with her. I can't really explain much about it, but it is sexual. It's a bit like weird, vulgar. It's a bit like it's like a dick move coming out of her. And I'm not going to explain much about it, but I had past tensions with her. Blank does have the right to not choose sides, as people have a right to take sides if the one again, I don't know, and I don't care who this dog person is, but I don't know, using this against Blank is definitely over-exaggerated. Also, is it just me, or is what Tails said a very weird thing to say? Because I have all the screenshots of Blank being concerned for Tails' well-being, even stopping or at least trying to stop him from committing, and Tails seemed to want more. Like, I cannot be the only one who thinks this is weird, right? And I don't know, and I don't even have any bias right now because I barely know Blank, and Tails is one of my good friends. Yeah, I still think Tails is just being very weird here. Some stuff like him saying Blank flirting with Doggy was also there. I believe there was a screenshot of something. Okay, cool. I get that Doggy, whoever they are, is also involved in this, but this is not weird. This is not weird to you? Okay, I'll agree with that. Also, I'm going more towards Blank and not Doggy, although they both almost made Tails suicide. I mainly go for what Blank did because she was with Tails at some point. Plus, age gap is already cooked. 2 years. To be fair, Tails is 15 and Blank was about to be an adult. That's one thing that got me iffy. Because isn't Blank 17 and Tails 15? Okay, I can say Blank is not an adult right now. And also, what did she even do to get to that point, get to that whole mental... That thing is blocking the way. I think it says point of mental... I'm going to assume that says point of mental sickness. Another side note, a day after all these conversations were screenshotted, Piper was fired by Galaxy, from a show that she worked on simply because Piper gave his opinion on the situation and simply didn't want to side with Galaxy. This should tell you that Galaxy wants to listen to what she only wants to listen to, and that she can't handle other people's opinions if they decide to go against their side. Galaxy even tries to paint Anon as a pedophile for simply dating a person who is 2 years younger than Anon herself. The age gap is iffy, and it is a bit concerning, especially the behavior coming from both sides. However, this is a minor still dating a minor, and on top of that, Anon broke up with Tails nearly 2 weeks ago, months before even becoming an adult. I did this too. When I was dating Vinny, I was concerned about our age gaps because if I kept on dating Vinny, she would be 16 and I would be 18, and that doesn't look good on paper. So that's another reason why I broke up with her. But there's another reason why I broke up with her. I'm not going to explain it. And I'm not going to explain it. Some people even got the narrative twisted and mistaken Anon as an adult dating a minor, which shows that Galaxy and the rest of the friend group will do anything and will find any reasons or even make up one to throw somebody under the bus and go after them. Oh my god. I need to take breathers sometimes. I've been reading so much of the document, it feels like I'm just reading an entire book. About to be at least in like 2 months or something last time I checked. Isn't Nichols' birthday in November or December? Pretty sure, but I don't know about blank. Let me ask them. They said November, and Tails turns 16 around then, and blank turns 18, and then that 2 year 2 year age gap, which isn't even that weird. Now, if it was 4 years and maybe 3, that'd be weird. Anyways, what was Tails' reasoning for the thing about killing themselves? Oh, fuck. Oh, all right. I'm back. I'm sorry. I was helping my parents. I was helping my parents put the groceries back. I'm so sorry about that. Let me just quickly. Okay. Let me just get my head back because I helped my parents just get it. Just give me a quick second, okay? I'm a bit worn out a little bit. Now, if it was 4 years, maybe 3, that'd be weird. Anyways, what was Tails' reasoning for killing about, dying in Roblox? Just asking who is this? Just asking real quick. You said something about Doggy and blank said that. Classified. Who the? Just tell me about them after I answer. Basically, blank was mistreating Tails and barely spending time with him as he felt lonely. As she was hanging out with more Doggy and such and not getting attention. Tails had also been asking to talk to blank, but anytime he would ask, she would discard it or just be rude for absolutely no reason. Doggy has also been insulting him and mistreating him alongside blank and had no shame whatsoever. When we confronted Doggy about her actions, and Tails didn't tell us that Doggy was making jokes while Tails was talking about his family member dying, showing that Doggy didn't care whatsoever. And for the fact how blank in images Tails gave me, she was basically forcing Tails to stay with her. Alright, you can tell me about Classified if you want. I got some things to say about this, but I'll wait till I got the answer to the older one. I need you, I'm in pain. I'm not a doctor, I don't know how. The way you make me feel like I'm a monster, that's not the case. K-Tails apologized to us, each and every one of us. Okay, so it's short for saying the person or group of people that are making this once so stay anonymous to avoid getting harassed by you guys. Which, to be fair, you guys do harass people a lot, so I can't blame them. Good, you've been learning how to be a good patient boy. What the fuck? What the hell? This is out of context. Out of context. With the screenshots I've seen, some being out of context, she's justified. Same reason for the other one. I'd be there to tie you to the bed, force you to take your melatonin and go to sleep. That's something that you should have been done to you last night. I did. You should have done what I told you sooner, but your ass didn't listen. You acted like a fucking crybaby. Weird, but again, could be out of context, possibly. Oh. No, it's going to be more stressful. Talk to me. Stop. Quit being a whiny brat and talk to me. You're being a baby. Quit being a baby and talk to me like a 15-year-old. She could be nicer, but generally, if you have a problem, talk it out. Blank is legit asking for Tails to talk to her about whatever he is stressed over, and by the looks of it, he ain't. Blank could have been nicer here, but Tails should have actually said what his problem is. Jesus. What the problem is. Jesus, why is some of these screenshots here out of context? Loki, I'm gonna stop talking to you. Feel like I'm not gonna get anywhere with this. Why do I may ask? Yeah, I'm just looking for the evidence. Yeah, the out of context evidence. Yeah, that's the problem. All right. We're almost at the end of the document now. Galaxy cuts off Piper mid-conversation because she knows that she doesn't have anything else to prove and not being an abusive partner. So it raises suspicions and eyebrows that Galaxy cut off the confronter mid-conversation and proceed to say, I feel like we're not getting anywhere with this. Yep. This is what BFM and his friend group don't want you to know. This problematic friend group is known to harass a lot of people while dealing with drama and goes far to an extent as to threats, mental abuse, etc. And they would always deal with drama in the most immature ways ever. From completely throwing Zay under the bus because of the assumptions that Galaxy made for zero reason to completely twisting the narrative of the entire Tails and a Nod situation, it is important to note that they are not innocent. They are not what anyone thinks of them as. They are extremely fraudulent, trying to expose people. But the big issue is this friend group is hypocritical. BFM and alongside his other friends do the same thing. They call out controversial people yet they get away with it If this friend group doesn't scream anything dangerous towards the OSC community, then what is there to describe this friend group? As this document comes to an end, remember to understand that if you're friends with people that not only guilt trip their audience, but also puts the blame on someone that has done absolutely nothing to them at all, other than dragging false assumptions to throw someone under the bus, then talk about he made the cut myself, that shows you're clearly hungry for attention. Wait, so just being friends with Valerie, Galaxy, BFM, and Tails makes me hungry for attention? Oh wait, it says here. It shows that you're giving this friend group a bad name, and it does the job showing that you've done absolutely no research on your video exposing Zay, because all you did was use a textbook definition of the word grooming and then proceed to call it criticism, to downplay and undermine the situation of you making damaging accusations against someone simply because they're getting more support than you, and you're jealous that the person you hate is the most gaining more support than you. Yikes. This is just yikes. We're halfway into 2026, and about 10 people have been exposed. 10 fucking people just gone, exiled out the community. I'm just shocked, bro. I'm so fucking shocked right now. This is really bad. One more thing. Stop trying to say that you were simply criticizing Zay when you falsely accused him of lying about being groomed by his ex-girlfriend, when you have done no research and you've never even let him give his full side of everything. You played a victim pretending that spreading misinformation about Zay means his fanbase will react negatively. This is exactly why his fanbase went after you. You spread misinformation. You and your girlfriend created lies. Use a textbook definition of the word grooming, inserting himself into drama, when in reality more than 10 individuals dragged him into drama. He was already trying to move forward and proceeded to frame the person as being an assaulter. Yet you call that inserting himself into drama. Your community posts are very telling, and these show that you and your friend group are completely irresponsible people that go after people for the fun of it. Stop trying to expect an apology from someone just so you can secretly turn their back on them and then go back to talking shit about the person you wanted them to apologize to. This is you looking for more attention, not you trying to vent. There is a difference between venting and letting your feelings out versus secretly talking about somebody behind their back and going on a stormy rampage in your community post, trying to paint Zay as the bad guy for things he hasn't done to you, or assumptions you make so you can sympathy bait others. And we're done. Oh my god, this is a lot of information to take. I'm not even kidding. I'm not done yet. We still have the second tab. This is testimonies. These are actual text from the victims of these people. Again, just so you know, I'm on nobody's side. I'm just reading over what the document is and giving my personal opinion about it and my own stories. You know, I'm not here to fuel any hate. I'm not here to fuel any other part of the drama. I'm not here to input myself into it. I'm just here to read it. Anyways, let's continue. Testimonies against BFM's friend group or BFM or his associates or etc. Hello, my name is Rain, and I'm a friend of Zay's. I've been basically notified and updated about the situation since July 26th. I've also made a call-out or awareness post about the situation as well. Now, on to my personal opinion. T-Cobb is a predator, and nothing he can say changes that. For one, he allowed people in his server to make sexual jokes about him, and also retaliated back with those jokes as well, and has not taken any action to stop this at all. He also made an apology post and also had a response document to all this, which has already been linked. In the document, he states that he basically had no idea he was doing this stuff, which is really weird because how are you not aware of your own decisions? He also admits to framing Zay, admitting that he only called Zay a sexual assaulter because he thought something said he was problematic. His head was clouded and mixed, which is not an excuse to go on and frame someone, especially someone you know. He has also said moaning into his mic was not intended to make anyone uncomfortable, but it actually did. A 19-year-old should know well that moaning and at all can make people uncomfortable. He also said when Sage became problematic, he didn't know what to do and didn't want to block Zen because he gave them before giving them a chance to redeem themselves. He also says that he didn't want to become a bad person for not listening to Zem. You do not become a bad person for not listening to someone, and it's literally common sense as well. He also told a 10-year-old to go die in Roblox due to that person rage baiting him. If you get so upset that you have to tell someone to die in Roblox, a minor at that, then it really shows what type of person you are. His excuse for this was that he was agitated and stressed, and that it accidentally slipped out of his mouth. If you were so agitated and stressed and your first thought was to tell a minor to die in Roblox, then I'm pretty sure that's a problem. And that didn't mistakenly come out of your mouth. You said that loud and proud. He said that he has never done anything predatory in his life, but it really contradicts everything, especially some of the victim's sides. You also told the 13-year-old she was thick and built good for her age. I wanted to talk about that first. No. I wanted to talk about this first. Because when I first heard of the name T-Cobb on this document, I wanted to talk about that part. I'm not even kidding. It was in my mind. But I didn't really want to bring in stupid drama that wasn't mainly involved from the actual document. Thank God she talked about it. Thank God she has talked about it. That seems very predatory to me. Oh, and not to mention, you didn't stop anyone when they were making essay jokes about Zay, knowing he's a victim of such things, and also defending his girlfriend who admitted to grooming him publicly. And also his old apology was exposed to having used AI, and you didn't want to be this way. Your decisions impact the person you are, and so now you're seen as a predator and a problematic person. All of your decisions add up. That's why you're this type of person now. That's all for my testimony. And T-Cobb, please get off the internet. Honestly, interact with people your age. So I heard my name be mentioned in this fucking doc. I can't even enjoy my damn Saturday. What is the problem now? Can you guys literally keep my name out of your mouth? Yeah. I mean, I'm not involved in this. I'm just reading whatever happens in here. I don't have my input. Blame the people who made the document. Sorry about that, Sage. Anonymous number 1 testimony. Tails already said who it is, but cool. Who's getting exposed? Galaxy, Valerie, BFM, T-Cobb, and Tails. 5 people in one document. 5 people. It's just like the Midnight Doc. It was like you, I think T-Cobb, Alex, Thingy, and Jester of Red. Yeah, that thing. It's just crazy. It's just really, really crazy. Hi, I'm the former girlfriend of Tails, dude. We have dated for only 1 year. It had changed drastically over the course of that 1 year for the worst. This was not the person I used to love anymore. He became different. He used to be kind. He used to be sweet. He used to be the person I devote my entire life to. And then all that changed one day, and it got worse from there on. Mind if I link it here? Don't, please. I don't think you can actually link any YouTube comments in here. We'll just flag it as it will just hide the comment, so I'm not sure. Over time, he became very demanding, emotionally draining, and just became plain rude nowadays, and a liar too. And yet people have been saying it's the opposite and blame me for it when it's not even all that true at all. All because of what Tails have been telling people. It's genuinely hurting from the inside and out. He's been trying to destroy my friendships out here, and this is my plea to be heard. I have to take it, although I'm not really good at things like this, and it's been years since I've done this, but I'll try my best to show you what it was like 1 year of dating Tails through my eyes. Whenever I try to confront him about something, he always cries about it, and then says something like I'm hurting him. When all I want is a normal discussion with him. I'm really trying to not hurt him at all. But yet, for some reason, he's always screaming bloody murder when I confront him about something serious or whatever. There have been some times when threatens or insinuates some type of suicide against me, and I have to give him attention so he can stop feeling that way. I don't want anyone to die of suicide, and I do my very, very best to keep everyone I know and love alive. And yeah, I've heard someone say that I push him to suicide. It pisses me off. You do not know about the times I tried to save his life from his suicide attempts or thoughts. I've been present for one of his past life attempts. He once wanted to jump out of a window. That was back in May 11, 2025. As you can see, he listed 3 reasons as to why he's in this horrible mental state. And me being the caring and extremely concerned person that I am, I had to talk him out of suicide. And I did what I could until I got him to survive. So that's one message. Where was the dog posted at? I mean, if I can, I could give you the link in Discord. Because I don't know if I could actually send links publicly here. I'll link it after I read over this, okay? I'm just gonna link all of it after this. I was trying my absolute best to help him when he was state like this, and I even called him and see what he was doing. He was crying, he even harmed himself with a small cut and a bruise. Yeah, Plummy, don't add me yet. I will send you the document in YouTube chat. Don't worry. I don't. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, I've seen that. When I saw the camera, he was attempting to jump out the window, and I tried to remove the window screen. He was also picking on his skin to the point where it bled. Luckily, he couldn't because it was tight enough to not come off, and he listened to me eventually. And he went unmedicated for the night. I was praying and hoping that he would live. I was crying. I was in so much distress from this horrific event. I'm emotionally scarred from it too. I was on the phone with him outside trying to convince him to live, and after all of that happened the next morning, I've seen that he was alive and had woken up after everything that had happened. He was disoriented and after all of that, but thankfully he was okay in the end, and then everything went normal after. This is the aftermath of the events that happened the next day, which is in May 12th. When I hear, Nico, was that you? Yes, Nico, I'm so glad you're still alive. I doubt this day would be any better though. Blank, I am real grateful that you are alive. I was worried sick. Why am I still here? I'm sorry. I've been worried and scared the whole night. I prayed to God and Jesus to protect you and help you stay alive, and they answered, thank God. Blank, I don't want anything bad happening to you, and you know that. I looked very unrecognizable last night. Blank, what have you done to yourself with the marks? Or are you talking about something else? I can definitely tell. I have been frantic for mostly the whole day yesterday, and I'm still glad and grateful that you're still here. I just look disheveled. Damn. And look exhausted and done with my life. I see that your hair is very messy. I'm almost on the bus, but I'm still talking to you here. Well then, I'm not forgetting about you, and I never will. Even when I have classes, I love you. Please don't ever forget that. We once had a phone. I'm also in this doc, although I'm being framed for grooming my girlfriend, although she groomed me. I mean, you can talk about it in stream. I'm not giving my input. I'm sorry. We once had a phone plan to talk whenever I was at school, and we talked sometimes during lunch on the phone outside. It was normal conversations, nothing too crazy, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I should be talking about the times he tried to guilt trip me into doing things I don't want to do. Yeah, I always fell for it most of the time. He always whined about whether something didn't go his way sometimes, like with my characters, some of the adults and some of minors. And some characters of mine should not be sexualized at all, period, regardless. I didn't know why he wasn't comfortable with one of them being flirtatious for Flirtatious? Dude, how the fuck? Flirtatious when she has been since the beginning of her existence. Oh my fucking god. Yo, this is pissing me off. I can't speak so well. He is the same guy who likes to sexualize for her own pleasure in the whiteboards. See the irony there? I don't get it either. And speaking of sexual, there are also other shit that saying that I influence him to be sexual, which is not even true. I'm not being ignorant when I'm reading these images. I've already seen these in the info, so don't worry about it. I was going to skip them because I've seen it all. This is genuinely painful to talk about, but in these images, we used to have normal role plays, but then later on down the line, it's when it started getting sexual to the point where we started doing that type of role play too much. I was questioning myself here and what we're doing. I questioned what we did numerous times, and this was one of them, but my concerns always got brushed off. I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable, but I didn't know if I was comfortable with this either. The majority of the time, I couldn't be brainwashed, but surprisingly, he was fine with this. I didn't know why, but he was. Another thing is that I got mostly groomed into doing these sexual actions. I mean, Tails, I think it's just on you, bro. I don't know. That's just on me. I didn't know that either. It's mostly unheard when a younger person grooms an older person. Looking back, I'm disgusted with each other. Anyways, there's more evidence of guilt tripping as of here. He had a random meltdown in one of my friends' servers with no warning at all. I became a new mod here and tried to figure out what was the problem, why he was acting like this right after I came back from the Asian market, and this is what I got. Hi, UK. Yes, you still seem upset. UK, really? I guess. How does that work? Grooming is like, okay, for context of what grooming is, it's not like predatory activity. It's not always it's not like adult dating a minor. That's predatory behavior. Grooming is someone you can manipulate to get them to do their own guilty pleasure. That's the whole point of it. That's what grooming is. And I know this because I read over the document and also looked and did some research. I won Modern Mother in Blanks' mod calling contest, if that makes you feel any better. I had a good amount of power, and there's a blank mod fan roll too. You would love to have that. Oh, reverse grooming. Oh, well, actually, I think that's like adult to minor. No, that's like a minor grooming an adult. That's what it is. That's what reverse grooming is. It's just that's like a minor grooming an adult. That's what reverse grooming is. Deary, I hope you feel better soon. I love you. I don't know if I will. Why not? You've been acting like this since yesterday. I don't know what's going on with you these days. On a positive note, I got nice things at an Asian market. 3, what do you think? To lift the mood up a bit. I feel emotionless. Emotionless? Okay then. Have you taken your meds? You used to not be this way. I know. I think you need a checkup. Tell your mom that I said you need a checkup and trip to the doctors because you feel emotionless all of a sudden. And the fact I'm trying to care for you too, I'm quite worried. No, call me at least. Talk to me at least. No, it's going to be more stressful. I'm not. Oh, my back's itchy. There. I just want to go back. Can I at least try to calm me down? Just call me. I'm home alone. No, my God, talk to me. Yep. Man, I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say. But what's going on? I just want to go back. I can't help you if you don't talk to me. I hate how my life is right now. Please call me now. I just want to go back. No. Please, it's going to be stressful. Just fucking talk to me, please. Can't read your mind. Just want to go back. Tails. You better calm down. I don't know how to help you. Screaming in all caps is not going to make it help you. Call me, please. Please. I don't know what. And also, what does what's it called again? Oh yeah, what is it? Interact with caution mean? Just let me help you, please. I'm gonna keep calling, and you better stop right now and relax. I said I don't want to call. You need to take a break and calm down. I'm trying to. It isn't working. I can't help you if you won't let me. You have to listen to me. You're just gonna yell at me. I don't care. You're going to hear what I say. I'm sorry, but please stop screaming at me. Just tell me. Just tell me, Bear, please? No, I don't want to call. No, I don't know how to help you, blank. You're going to call me whether you like it or not. Good night. And yet, oh, congrats, dude! Alita, you forgot to hide your username! Oh my god. Well, that's just ruined. Well, I know that Alita's behind that comment. Anyways, and you have to hear what I say, blank. I'm not going down so easy. You better call me. I'm tired. Just tell me what's going on. I just want to go back. Why are you suddenly this scared? Well, we can't. We have to look towards the present. Trust me, I want to go back too, but we can't. Do you just need sleep? Are you just cranky because you're tired? No. I don't get what's wrong with you, Dad. I don't know. You're not telling me anything. See, I think you need to go to the doctor. No. It's getting really, really hard to tell you, if anything. I don't want to do therapy over the summer. I think you might have to now. I just want to see you get better. What, Tails? Please calm the fuck down. Please, in fact, why not just go to sleep? I will call unless you don't scream at me. I'll try not to yell. Just call me, okay? Even though you already screamed at me. I just said I won't yell. It's almost time for bed for me, so why not do this quick? I'm meant to be yelling sorry. Please, you're wasting time. I have 5 minutes. I said I won't yell. Oh my god, just call me. Dear, we'll get better. Why not just have a good night's sleep at least? I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think I want to read over more of this, dude. This is actually bad. If you can, I'm just gonna skip this. I'm sorry, but I'm not narrating all of this. This is bad. I think that's all, right? Okay, well, that's almost the end of it. There's still one gigantic paragraph I have to read. There's still one gigantic page I have to read. It turns out, from what I remember, he was looking back on his father's memories and he was grieving again, and it led to this breakdown. But yeah, I didn't know that because he clearly didn't tell me outright. I think I understand now, but if I were to understand sooner, I would have gotten the context a lot better and also helped him better. I always act serious whenever things like this happen. Every time he self-harms or has a breakdown, I do my absolute best to help him and get him to stop doing the harmful things he does. Regardless of my own tone, I have many issues with my aggressiveness and other flaws that I need to work on, but I still cared for him. Even when I accidentally hurt him, I feel terrible about it. I try to apologize and own up to if that's anything worth noting. If that's anything worth noting, I still need to work on those issues, and both of us were better or any good in this relationship. I still care for him, but at the same time, none of us are saints, and we have our weaknesses. And so ever since the breakup, I've been struggling with myself, and it's been hard for me to fully accept victimhood, especially since everything is so complicated between us now. I have also been grieving about the loss of my friends, and I don't know if I'll be ever getting them back. I wish we could actually fix our issues sooner before all this. I wish you could listen to me sometimes instead of fighting back every word I could possibly say. The only thing I could do now is try to improve myself a notch. I should be learning how to be less aggressive, be less rude. Many people treat Tails like he's an angel, which is completely wrong considering the fact that he isn't the victim either. Anywho, I only spoke to Tails in the matter that some may disapprove. The reason why I was very aggressive and completely strict with Tails and not joining the call was because I am extremely worried about he was self-harming himself in the process. He calls this abuse simply because I reacted to a self-harm situation quickly, and I immediately started to force him joining in the call. Because in his words, he didn't sound okay, and on top of that, I want to make sure that Tails didn't self-harm himself at all. Tails thinks that just because I reacted to the situation in a quick and very forceful, serious manner, scolded him for not answering his voice calls after finding out he was self-harming themselves, means that I'm abusing him. So there you have it. I hope everyone's reading my testimony is fine as hard as finds it hard that I'm not an abuser, nor that I'm the kind of person to abuse someone just to abuse someone. I only reacted in that way because I wanted to try and save Tails' life. If I reacted differently, I'd show that I never care about Tails self-harming themselves. Then anyone would want to see said something different and would assume me being completely negligent to his needs. At the end of the day, I did what any friend would do when it comes to a situation like this, and I immediately started to try assisting Tails and try providing solutions. He declined taking those solutions and continued to self-harm in the process. Tails tried to make me look like I abused him for simply responding to him in a serious manner. This isn't abuse whatsoever, and the screenshots I provided don't scream anything abusive. I'll probably end it off here, but thanks for reading my testimony. My God, that's a lot. That's a lot. Make your throat's dry. Ugh. Oh my God. Look, I'll send the link over. Just give me a second, please. Huh? I can't show the comment. Fuck. Okay, it was just a bit laggy. I'm sorry. Okay. Another page. Fuck. This is gonna be so long. But I have to read over it. I'm sorry. Hi, I just want to say a couple words. Firstly, this has been going on for quite some time. Even around the time I first joined the friend group back in like 2023 or so. I remember being pretty hyped to be a part of the cool friend group, or so I thought. Cutting now in 2026, I am very disgusted with them and myself. I do remember following them, making weird ass sex jokes and making not so found comments and etc. Now that I fully realized I was in the wrong in a lot of aspects, I decided to follow suit, and especially since most of the friend group was older than me. But no, I was very wrong. In fact, I think they got worse. At least back then, they didn't think of themselves as the best people alive. They tried being all like, yeah, this is so weird, let's take it down a little. And then they will go revert right back into where they were before. And when they expose people from doing bad things, and most of the time, they are people who do bad things, but they also do the exact same things. I've seen it firsthand, and again, I'm disgusted. What really draws to life was during Zay's whole controversy, which those accusations were all proven to be false, and yet they decide to not listen and keep their tunnel vision smaller than a pea. It's genuinely insane how immature they are. They always seem to be looking for any drama at this point. They literally go to someone that happened 2 years ago and go, "Whoops! It looks like this person is certified controversial. Whoop de fucking do!" Like holy moly! Like it can't be that hard to controversy. Apparently, it's really easy for them. Honestly, they start most of it. Have you guys, yes, you guys ever considered why you get into so much drama in the first place? It's not talking about you people in the video. I'm not talking about the people in the live. It's talking about the people involved in the situation. Just so you know. Have you ever considered looking back to what you contributed to many dramas? For the first time, it's no biggie. For the second time, it's a coincidence. For the 50th time, it's a pattern. At least I look back at the dramas and see where I could have done better. In fact, when Nubbly first got called out for doing weird stuff, I said we shouldn't keep bashing him when he's not even here. Just forget him and move on. Nope. You guys just keep exposing people, then bashing them, and then bashing them even more, and you wait a couple weeks and start another drama, and it just repeats. I was going to be anonymous on this document until I got fired for literally having my own opinions. You see, Tails and Alina drama was or is happening with and me and Galaxy we're talking. She told me about the drama, which I knew about, and still am on Alina's side here. And I set my own evidence, and she sent hers. No big deal, right? I went through her screenshots and gave my own opinions about how some of the screenshots were out of context, and I can't really take this as full of evidence. I'm sorry. At some point, she stops talking to me because I wasn't getting anywhere with her, as she said, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. She can have her opinions, and so can I. So a day later, I woke up to me being kicked from the server and or banned. For what reason? For having my own opinions. And that was the last straw I had. Honestly, they used to be fun to hang around with. But goodness gracious, they genuinely need to grow up. Most of them are turning 18 next year, and they have done this since they were like 15 or something. No one in the real world is going to accept such hypocrisy, such immaturity, and won't accept you starring shit. Some of them have really great talent, and they should pursue later in life. But you aren't gonna go. Well, you aren't going to go anywhere by doing all this. The more drama you guys initiate, the more and more friends you'll lose, and the more enemies you'll make. You've already made a ton of enemies by now, and what's worse, the people who were mistreated and bullied for that were actually innocent, don't even get an apology. If there's one thing they should take away from my testimony, is that they should apologize, admit they were wrong, and actually grow up. Thanks for reading. Okay, so there's still. Oh my. 3, dude. I don't know why they want to read over this, bro. It took. I'm sorry. It took me about 10 minutes to read one page. How the fuck am I gonna read over 20? How am I gonna read six pages? Fuck. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll do it. Bro, I'm just listening to this in the morning. I'm sorry about that. I'm in a different time zone, so I'm just talking about it earlier. So I'm sorry about that. Well, I didn't think we'll be doing this, but whatever. Before I get to the rundown, no, what I'm saying here doesn't make it any better, nor than trying to project what I'm saying here as this honest and better angel that has done nothing wrong. I myself have said and done some pretty regretful and gross things, and I still feel guilty about it. I've done a lot of stuff that I absolutely regret doing, and I'm not much of a good person to some portions of people, and I'm trying all that I can improve my behavior in the last 2 years and 6 months. But alas, I have something to say in this situation. I will be covering what happened to me in December. Now because I've been really silent on what happened to me right after I got exposed by a person, ain't worth mentioning at this point. Context. I'm just reading over a document about a friend group I'm in. I'll just link everything after I read all this, so don't worry. Mind you, this is 6 pages, so this is gonna take a while. I'll be describing the group first. It's been 3-ish years since I joined this group. 2023 to be frank. I've been a member of this group called Trust. This name aged. At the time, I was really happy to be around people my age and have the same interests, like doing object shows, making characters, making artwork, all that cool shit. But I'm not here to talk about that. During my time, I've seen BFM and his huge batch of friends go into VCs, Google Meets, Discord calls, and Discord servers doing sexual scenarios, being incredibly loud all the damn time, all that extra shit. They have been also getting into dramas that had no business getting into, despite most of the drama started within this particular friend group. Now, I can't really talk here since I have glued myself into what they were doing on a 24-hour basis, like making gross sex jokes for them on calls and streams, for example. I really did felt like I was lost and didn't know better, but here I am in 2026. Looking back, it is disgusting as fuck for what I'd done back then, for what I did, and especially in that friend group. And now, see what they're doing, see what they're also doing? See what they also do fucking disgust me. Who the hell do you think you guys are? Damn! Okay, damn. Bombarding people just because they're friends with people that you don't like or hate, coming to find out you're still talking about me and everyone else you expose or borderline harass in your group, even at this day and age. The fact that you call people out inside and outside of your friend group, yet you guys do the exact same things that you accuse people of, is hypocritical as fuck. Are you exposing anyone? I'm not exposing anyone. I'm just reading over a document. I didn't make it. And by the way, it's like 5 people, so yeah. And Beagle, it's pretty surprising that you deleted all your live streams, in which some of you are also engaging in sexual jokes or material with all your friends groups, and call it your humor. Is this why you Is this why you rebranded? I don't know if I could be wrong. But anyways, there is no way your egos are the size that is big enough to destroy a country. You've done this for way too long, and it's about time you guys realize what you guys have also done, no matter who it is. No matter the talent that you have, it's really the person that you all came to be. You always have the opposing biased opinions about any drama, even if you say you are all neutral and you shut people down because you only hear what you think is true. No wonder why you all blocked me without explaining myself back in December. Yes, I should have known what I've done, but you never give anyone time to explain themselves. You always jump to conclusions in every situation. You tell people to not harass the following, but then do the exact thing you tell people not to do, especially just like what you've done to Zay, done with Zay. The people above me has already told you that Zay has done nothing wrong and that every accusation that he was in was proven false. But what did you do? You don't listen and went ahead and make fun of his fucking status and constantly harass and bully him. You people like to perpetuate drama for the nick of it. You do it every goddamn time. My God, I'm thirsty as hell, but I'm gonna just keep reading. A thing that I would like to talk about is this accusation that I was accused of back in December, which was NSFW. I can guarantee you that I did not draw NSFW at all. There was no evidence to prove that I did, and yet people believed it anyway. This is why people, when you cast judgment on something and there's not even evidence or proof yet, and the only reason why I got exposed again by this friend group was because I criticized someone's designs for a show made by a racist. Get this. Yet this friend group really thinks I'm being obsessive when I talk about what they are or have been doing in that group chat. Yet they drag people yet they oh my God, I'm gonna be right back. I need more water. Dude. I'm back. Oh my God. I've been reading over this whole document for 2 hours, and I barely drank any water. Give me a second. I'll get back to this soon. All right. Yet they drag people's dramas around like it's a game to them. If you really think I'm obsessive, then let's talk. I have all day to do it. There's no point in talking in your little group chat about me or all the other people you expose. When all you're doing is to just throw shit. I can tell this has been the worst friend group I've ever been in. I'm glad that I'm not in that environment anymore, and as I'm trying my best to improve as a person as I reach adulthood in about 2 months. They have been at this since they were 14 to 15, and some of them now close to being adults. And at the end of the day, does anyone in your chat know who you are IRL? No. No, I don't think they do. Genuinely, what do they gain from doing all this? They want to move on and be neutral, yet here they're still talking about drama and putting their noses in. They don't even think once that maybe, just maybe, that they're also part of every problem. If you don't want to talk about me, then don't talk about me. Leave me and the people that you're targeting for being mutuals with me the hell alone. You do not control nobody, nor do you speak for anybody for whom they interact with, whether they have done bad stuff or not. It must have been real hard for this friend group, because unlike them, others believe in change. You all can escalate anything all you want. For all I know, you're wasting people's breath, just like how you guys are all a waste of time. The only reason why I'm even anonymous is because I know you all. You would find more shit to start shit with folk, and it would lead to borderline harassment. All of you are immature. All of you are on the same boat as the people you exposed. You are no better than what you call out the people for. Oh, now it's about Tails. Dude, how many people could expose this guy? I mean, it's only like 2, I think. It's like 2, maybe 3. I'm not sure. Tails have every fucking nerve to do this now. Ex-girlfriend after breaking up with him. Last time I checked Tails, Anon came to me and told me that you were giving her the most problems, which caused the breakup in the first damn place. You got mad at her for interacting with me, despite us being friends for more than 4 years. You throw massive tantrums over stupid shit like drama, alongside dragging it into drama and forcing her to pick a side. You constantly suicide bait her into comforting you. You even went out your way to force this fucking relationship with her by saying for her to treat you better. Why should she treat you better when you don't give her any ounce of treatment back? All she did was give you advice, and you did not take it into consideration and instead make a whole ass fit about it, even if you were acting suicidal. If there's one thing that community post with your comments in it really aged like milk. One of them really does ironize what you've done here. Like this, for example, everyone reading blank to add this on to blank to add on to this reply. You make it seem like blank had a problem with you being friends with a female, which is not the case. No, I didn't. Besides, you can't talk. You have a humongous problem with her interacting with people you don't like and throw a massive tantrum when I told her to fuck off and leave alone. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take. After all this, I'm going to invite Tails here and let him speak about this whole situation. So just stay put. I'm not sure what's going to happen, though. This is hypocritical with Tails saying something in the screenshot when he himself had constant problems with Anon talking to other people like me. Again, Tails had no control over Anon yet. It's pretty much self-explanatory of what you've done here, Tails, and I'm not really surprised either. I just knew you would do something like this the day after the breakup with you and her. You've only dated her for a year, and now here you are lying to people about her. You are a walking and talking contradiction. I can't believe I used to be friends with people like you. I don't want to hear my name out of your goddamn text ever again. Leave me the hell alone, and leave Anon the hell alone. And the fact that all you've ever done is use her for your comfort and satisfaction is sickening. All she ever did was help you. You give her bullshit and stress. You cause more problems than you've already done. You know what you were doing. I think it's said and done here. Hell, I don't think you can even talk to me about what I've done. Look at you. Now with that out of the way, I can finally talk about what has happened with me after I got exposed. This infected involved BSM's friend group. What does that mean? You mean this individual involved BFM's friend group? Is that what you're trying to say? I guess so. Now, there isn't really any evidence as this all took place in Google Chat, and the only remember I had was with my old phone under an old Gmail account, so I'll go along as I remember. 2 days prior, after a person that I would prefer to meet to be nameless exposed me on their YouTube account, Tails added me to the separative chat where he invited 3 to 4 of the people into the group. And what has happened was to be the worst experience of my entire internet life. Given the fact that I've gotten during my 4 years of content creating was people impersonating me, doxing me, deleting my face on the internet, and stealing my work or projects and claiming it as their own. And they've only done that to piss me off. But that's not the point. The point is that they have all been harassing and making a giant slander on my name, calling me slurs left and right. The biggest offender is when my mom was genuinely worried about me and saw the reason why I was breaking down. She was furious. As soon as they started interacting with them, the last thing I really need to hear was them making a rape threat towards her, alongside calling a bunch of names and Okay, I'll be right back. I need to piss. What the fuck? Nah. Back. Okay. Wow, what the fuck happened, bro? That's actually crazy. I'm not even kidding. That's actually really, really crazy. And that really pissed me off because, for one, nobody talks to my parents like that, even if you know them or not. And what they were saying doesn't make them look any better. In fact, that makes them more in the wrong. I feel nothing but static and apathic. My health was deteriorating. I felt so much guilt, and I did not know what to do after that situation. My mom tried confronting me, telling me to not mess with those people anymore. Having to be reminded of what you've done constantly really fucking sucks. I have nothing but static thoughts of suicide because of what they have done with me after they called me out. I really thought that they were crazy as hell, that they were out of their goddamn mind. BFM's friend group had a part of this as well. A month prior to what happened, I tried writing my notebook about the apology I should make to end whatever bullcrap I had. I made at least 2 apologies discussing of what I've done, and all they done was immediately throw me under the bus, saying my apology was either rushed or AI generated. Wait, I think I know who made this. I think I know who made this testimony. Okay, I'll think about it. I'm not gonna say who, obviously, for privacy's sake. But I think I might know who. During my time off the internet, I've seen instances where my shows would get stolen by the people around the group. I've had past projects that had potential but didn't make it because of the lack of motivation and work. My characters were stolen, my past projects were stolen, and as said by Epic Luigi, since Edible's gone, we can take his shows. Again with the privacy. Anyways, I couldn't do anything. I had to stay silent and take a break for all the shit I've done in the past 2 years to improve myself. Not for them, not for anybody else, but for my well-being and health. I never meant any harm, nor I have meant to hurt anybody during that time on the internet, but here we are. Now looking back, this is how really far this friend group has gotten in terms of dealing with controversy and drama that spirals around their friend group. Everyone there is a piece of crap, and I blame mostly Tails for the harassment I've received from this friend group. He let them in and joined them as they were leaking my face, sending threats my way, sending threats to my mom and everything. I will never befriend them ever again. If they don't want to talk to me anymore, I'm really okay with it. Nor do I really care that they don't. I'm done with this group altogether and the toxicity that spins around them. They think that because of exposing others, they are better people that have done nothing wrong when they aren't. They're on the same page as the last person they expose. That's all about it for my testimony. It's really hard trying to move on when you have people that are still dragging on your drama and only care about drama no matter how old it is. I believe that people can change no matter what, and that what they have done does not define them as for the rest of their life. Making mistakes and reflecting on them is part of being human. I'm really sorry for all that I've done in the last 2 years. Although I do not want their forgiveness, I don't really want anyone's forgiveness. I may have done very unforgivable things in the past, so I can't really justify myself for the stuff I did that time ago. But what they all have been doing is disgusting, and they're digging themselves into a deeper hole of hell. and they're on to becoming the same page with the same mistakes I was in. This is the last time I'm talking about them. At least until they keep my name out of their breath. Or long, digging people back into the more. I love digging people's past into them using moral justification to humiliate my mind. But I just can't do it because they seem errors in the way I'm a person. But it makes me so superior. I'm sorry. And as for T-Cobb, congratulations. You became the worst. You've become the internet's most wanted predator ever. Not that anyone will want a predator anyway. True. Thank God about that. Right. There's still 2 more to go, but they're extremely short. So after all this, I'll send the link and I'll get Tails in the stream if he's ready. All right. In this tab, you'll be seeing updates in regards to the situation. This specific tab of the entire document will be most frequently updated if more evidence comes out on these problematic friend groups until the situation dies down completely. In this case, we would like to show you countless amounts of updates that has happened during or after the document's creation. August 6th, 2026. Valerie goes on her venting account to drop a video titled, "This drama is stupid." I've seen that stream. I've seen that video. That's crazy. I mean, I don't have an opinion on that. Which is hysterically ironical to say, considering that Valerie is the one continuing the drama and that wants nothing to do with Zayn, despite continuously picking a bone with him and constantly throwing him under the bus by falsely accusing him of inserting himself into drama in which it was confirmed a while ago that he did not insert himself into this situation. He was simply dragged into it by T-Cobb and his friend group. The rest of the video goes on to shitting on other individuals, especially Zay, despite attempting to move on from the situations he was involved in. This video obviously gives a bad look on Zay and everyone else in this document, as they only have one side of the story but not the other one. That is what their friend group is known to do as well. Valerie falsely accuses Zay of lying about Sage being groomed, which is blatantly false. Considering that Zay showed proof of him being dragged into sexual roleplays, Valerie used a random website to look up the definition of grooming, and in response, she tried to make Zay look bad by saying that Sage didn't groom him, which Sage did in fact groom Zay. I get knocked by actions. People just need to leave me alone. Bitch, you groomed Zay. Get your ass out of here, bro. The fuck? Not to mention that other than Zay and T-Cobb being brought up in this video, they've also brought up random people who had nothing to do with the drama whatsoever. An example would be the mention of Edible Shake, which hasn't even talked to the friend group in 2 years, as well as the other people that were randomly added here. Adding people to the video with no real reason why they would be added makes this video completely useless to the drama and undermines the rest of the topics in this video. Yet another random attempts to keep drama going for no apparent reason. Yep. Fed channel, the video channel. I don't know if anyone has like a re-upload of it. Don't ask me, I don't care. But we're almost done. I will send over the document very soon. Okay, I'm just checking on Discord right now because I have no clue what to do. I'm just going to quickly check on my Discord and I'll get back to it just really quickly. It will go really quickly. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm done. All right. All right. Valerie has taken down her video about the situation, although she has privated it. Nonetheless, this document should serve as a lesson to her and her friend group not to jump the gun on other people and to do some actual research before including someone like Zay in her exposing video. And now the conclusion. My God, it's just I'm just at a loss for words. Right. Conclusion for this document. This is the conclusion for this document. We're not encouraging anyone to harass these people. This is for call-out purposes only. And most importantly, do not harass the victims that are on this document, whether they chose to be anonymous or not. This document was dropped to not spark a discourse in the OSC, but to criticize the problematic friend group that was involved, throwing people outside of their own friend group or community under the bus. We made this in this case that it gets through to these people that they are problematic and hope that they change, even in the case that they don't. This is to call them out and end this. After this, none of us will be interacting with this situation again, unless there's something absolutely urgent that needs to be updated or added onto this document. That is all. Wow. 2 hours and 30 minutes of reading this 64. You got 39, 64, so that's what's 60, 30, 70, 80, 90, 100. So it's 90. So 94 adds at 9, 94 at 9. That's 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106 page documents. Yup. By adding all these tabs, this is 106 pages of the friend group. This is ridiculous. Okay. I'm ready to send it now. Here's the link. I'll put it on the description as well, just in case if you missed it. Save changes. Okay, I'm done. Now let's invite Tails. My fucking God. It took a while to do this. Response written in the record. Damn. Right, I'm inviting Tails now. I'll let him speak about the drama, see what he has to say. I'm not gonna input myself into any of this at all. This is all gonna be his voice only. This is all his voice only. Just remember that, okay? I'm not gonna put myself in this drama. I'm not inputting any messages into here. This is all Tails' voices only. So for the meantime, I will stay muted until Tails joins. Dude, I'm just shocked that all this happened. And I didn't want to do this in the first place because I'm not feeding only drama into here. It's just so terrible for me. I feel really bad for the victims of BFM, Valerie, Galaxy, and Tails. I'm just shocked right now. Right now, I'm just waiting for Tails to join because I'm not sure if he's actually gonna join or not. So yeah, if you have anything to input, you can join the stream, or you can join the stream by telling me in Discord, and I'll send you the link. Only if you have something important to say about the drama. If you were involved, if you have something to say about it, like anything, just anything you have about this drama. Just remember, it has to be it's safe to say at this point, Valerie and Galaxy and her friends aren't even my friends anyway, I guess. I'm kind of surprised I read over the whole document with barely any water I drank. I got a really good vocal cord. I got really good vocals. All right. All right. We'll just see if Tails is going to join or not. It will take a bit. If anyone here is involved in this situation as well, please tell me in Discord. I'll send you the link. You can talk it all out. And if everything's settled, I'll end the stream. Everything. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's gonna get a bit boring. I just feel like, oh yeah. I've also invited Zay in the stream so you can talk it all out. Yeah, I'm getting Zay in the stream. I mean, I don't know if he's actually going to join, though, because he's online right now. I don't know if he's, like, actually joining. I'll get some. I'll be right back. Okay. 11 people are watching this right now. I think. Have they said something back? Oh. Oh. Bruh. Tails couldn't join now. Fuck. Well, Tails wasn't able to join. It was falling down before. So either I'm gonna have to probably end the stream now, or hopefully get someone else to speak up about this drama. Safe to say they got karma. Yeah, true. I mean, by then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. So I'll end the stream. Okay, wait. If anyone has any questions, just tell me here. Just tell me here. You missed everything, but there was a document revolving around a friend group. BFM, Galaxy, Valerie, Tails. 5 people got exposed. Five people in one document. This is like 106 pages. I put the document in the description, so you can go and have a read for it yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. I think nobody's joining. Oh. BFM didn't do anything. Well, BFM has done. I think. Wait, did it have a TLDR? I don't remember. So, okay, so what BFM did is, I'll give you a second. BFM has moaned on VC calls, made questionable jokes with a bunch of minors, some of them underage, and has been involved in harassing Zay. All right. Speaking of Zay, here's Zay.
Wow.
Good morning.
I woke up and now everything is starting to crumble apart now. That is crazy.
I kind of did this too early, my bad, but yeah.
It's cool, but like, it was literally streaming while Buddy was streaming while I was sleeping, but it's okay. Anyways, I do want to like give myself a really logical explanation as to everything and what's going on and like whatnot.
Yeah, you can explain it. I'll go on mute. It's all you, bro.
Okay. I'm not gonna really like even like take too long because all of you have seen all of you seen the document, and most of you should know by now about what has happened. So I'm just gonna make myself clear. There's a lot to talk about. The fact that out of everybody, they got called out. And if you still think that all of these people are still innocent, then I don't know what the fuck you're on about. Something must, but it looks like you're. I don't know what you're on about, but it seems to me that some people are still glazing this person. I'm just gonna make myself clear, like not just this person, not just BFM, but his friend group too. And I'm not gonna like sit here and yap about this friend group specifically. But what I am going to tell everybody here is that they're controversial now. They're people that you should stay away from. Genuinely, everyone who's obsessed with Valerie, no the fuck they're not. If anything, Valerie is the one that's obsessed with me. Like, I don't know how y'all niggas are getting this shit mixed up. How is one going to be quote unquote, how is one going to say that, oh, Valerie, people are obsessed with Valerie, but then in reality, you look at the post, and you see that she herself is obsessed with me. Nigga, everybody in the friend group is literally obsessed with me in the most negative way ever. And you mean to tell me that everyone is quote unquote obsessed with Valerie? Okay, bro. Pepper could toss me when I reposted Valerie's post. I mean, suck, I guess. I gotta make myself clear. Obsessed as in glazing Valerie. Because, okay, well, I hate to break it down to you, but Valerie's obviously in the wrong. And I'm afraid, and like I said, I'm afraid I have to break this down to you, but the friend group that you've been hanging around for all these years, they're the seed to drama. They're the ones that are continuously adding fuel to the fire. So this entire time, this friend group falsely got me exposed, got me framed, got me canceled off the OSC, and not only that, but they also got somebody by the name of I'm not gonna say, but they got one of my good friends and non-canceled. Honestly, and I hate how Valerie even defended you. Like, that just makes my blood boil. It really does. Like, it makes my blood boil that I got attacked. I got death threatened. I got harassed for simply speaking out against Teacock, against Alex, against Blue Frame Master, against the Wizard Beagle, Valerie, Galaxy, all these motherfuckers. All these motherfuckers in the fucking friend group. I got threatened. And I got abused in the way. And yet people are still supporting him because, his artwork is good. Their artwork is good. Oh, their animation is good. Why should I care about the drama? Because they're a fucking human being. Hello? They literally did some fucking, like, I literally got death threatened. I got abused. I got bullied, I got ridiculed, and nobody in the friend group did anything. They continuously harassed me. Even when I asked them to stop, they still didn't stop. They still dragged me like a piece of tool. And all I'm trying to do is move on with my life. I have school this Monday. I'm literally going to high school. I'm going to 9th grade. I'm not trying to sit here and continue dragging this middle school bullshit that I had to go through the entirety of my life in high school. I'm literally trying to grow up right now. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grow up. I'm trying to be a mature person because I'm going to 9th grade. And yet people are still making this hard for me and making it, and people are still trying to make me think that it's 8th grade all over again, guys. It's gonna be fucking middle school all over again. Like, that's what the friend group is. Like, they're just known to. And like I said, I'm sorry for not being able to speak properly. Again, I have speech impediment. I just need to find a problematic or not still weird. That's what I mean. Like, they're hypocritical. They're hypocritical. And like I said, I do also want to point out that one of my friends that used to be in this friend group, BFM, the other, and Tails, they added some other individuals, like his friend group. BFM added his friend group, right? He added those people to a Google chat. And he started, and then they started making rape threats towards my friend's mother, simply because her mother was defending her son from my friend. My friend's mother was simply defending my friend from being harassed and being threatened. And guess what? In response, Tails, BFM, group chat, all responded back with rape threats. And I'm not making this up. Like, my friend told me that. They don't have the screenshots because it was the Google chat that now got deleted, and it was quickly archived after the threats were said. However, I do still feel like, for me personally, it's messed up for them to go as far as to doing that. Do you have proof? I just told you this was taken in the Google chat, and it was quickly deleted after. It was quickly deleted after the group chat. Is this worse or better than my ex situation? Honestly, it's worse. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Sage. It's worse. I didn't read the comment. Oh, Valerie says I didn't agree with Zay. I didn't hurt Zay. You are genuinely so fucking stupid. I was a horrible person. Why would she say that? Are we so fucking did that? Zay again. I mean, like I said, I mean, it's hard. I mean, like, even though what you did is disgusting, I mean, I don't know. People just been like throwing me under the bus. This dude just need to check DMs. My God, nigga, I'm lazy. But like, I'm gonna just keep myself. I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody here. Like I said, I'm not sure why people are still supporting this friend group. Very controversial people. They're doing the same things that. They're literally doing the same things as these problematic people, as the people they're calling that. They're basically, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying, but basically, this friend group that exposes other people, they do the same things that they call out other people for. The only difference is, they got away with it. Did you write this doc? No. Most of my friends were the one that made that doc. I mean, I was the only person that gave in screenshots. I'm not the one that wrote the doc. Get better Ghost Riders. Actually?
Okay. Are you done now?
Wait, I got one more thing.
Okay, then.
I'm gonna just make myself clear. They're not too great at their job, Cody. You're only saying that because you're still defending Valerie and the problematic friend group. I mean, like, it's not surprising. I mean, it's better to just admit that they're problematic and move on anyway. Like, that's literally all you have to do. Just admit that they're fucking problematic. Just because you had a good experience with it does not mean it automatically applies to me. All I'm trying to say here is, yeah, I actually wrote the document, okay? I lied. I wrote the document. I'm just not telling people. I'm just choosing not to say that I wrote the document because, like, because I would have gotten death threatened and harassed. So I mean, yeah, yeah, I wrote the document, but I mean, if people want to go on and attack me, I'll probably just add it on to the update section if that's what y'all want. But like, look, all I'm trying to say here is you can go onto the stream and try to say that Valerie and all the others are innocent, but like, I mean, we already seen the proof, we already seen the screenshots. Wait, repeat the last part. I said you can come up to the stream. I said you can come up to the stream and say that they're innocent, even though clearly at the end of the day we looked at the screenshots. No, before that, fuck, I lost my words, bro.
Okay, are you done now?
Oh, you said you add me to the doc. Didn't say I said I was going to add. I said if I get death threatened and I get like more threats and I get harassed more, I'm gonna add that to the doc. I didn't say I was gonna add you to the doc. It's not what you said. That's what I said. Replay the stream. Replay the stream. Replay the stream. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, I'm just not gonna probably comment on this even further. I mean,
okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna. I need to know both sides. However, this is kind of okay. For this part, I'm gonna read both sides. Okay, I've already heard Zay's side. I completely like respect on what they do. I have no opinions. Just like I said, I don't really care about all that. This is kind of, but when I say I want both sides, I mean it. It is awesome.
Hey guys, I'm not gonna give my side because I already wrote a 45-minute video about this, and I don't feel like I'm gonna need to like do a live stream because like I'm too lazy for that. I just recorded and I'm already editing it. So like if y'all want an update, I'm like 10 minutes edited right now. It's looking pretty good. I mean, like, I hope y'all watch it and enjoy it and whatnot. There's a little special surprise at the end because Zay was always talking about you need to watch the full video, so that's there too.
You can just do like a quick recap of what you want to talk about. I guess go muted, I guess. Well, yeah. If I don't even know what to do now. I think Autumn didn't even really just explain their side. You just literally gave me like a fucking. You just promoted their own video. Okay then. Well, I think that's everything. I didn't get a lot from Autumn's side because all he did is just promote their upcoming video. But yeah, I don't really care about that. But hope you guys understand about this document. I don't know what to say about it. It's kind of like fucking crazy to think about. Like again, I've explained this so many times. I'm on nobody's side. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I don't want to be like primarily involved in the situation, considering I was never ever involved in it because it was mainly like a part of the friend group that I wasn't in. But don't harass anyone, please. Especially Zay. He doesn't deserve most of it. Trust me. He doesn't deserve most of the harassment. Okay? Now, before I end it, I'm going to add Zay back because he has to say something about it.
Yeah, I stuttered, and I completely apologize for not being able to get straight to the point. I just woke up. But kind of crazy. To be honest, when that video of Autumn drops about the situation, I mean, like, honestly, I'm not gonna respond back. I mean, the document the document has everything. Maybe some of you guys might say you're on nobody's side, but I do just want to let everybody here know that, like I said, they're not innocent. Nobody's like, I've done some things too. That's why in the document I've included my apology towards Valerie because of the shit that I did to her in the past. But like all the other things that I'm being assumed or like falsely accused of, well, yeah, that literally makes them a fucking framer if you really think about it. But yeah, all I'm gonna say is read the document before casting final judgment, and hopefully by the end, hopefully we can this situation can die down probably after this weekend, because I'm not sure why a 45-minute video is needed. I don't think it's necessary. But I mean, I guess Autumn does not care because they're a Drama Slop OFC YouTuber, so that's unsurprising. But all I'm gonna say here to everybody is, you know, I'm not trying to make anyone here go on any side or whatever. I'm just here to, you know, bring awareness to this specific problematic group. And I'm just here to, like, let everybody here know that what the friend group is doing is wrong and that you should at least stay away from them, block them, remove them off from your contacts or do whatever, because, I mean, you may never know.
Can I just quickly interrupt? Can I quickly interrupt? Zay, can I just quickly say something real quick?
What's up?
What's up? Dusty, no the fuck you are. You are not making a diss track on this damn. You're not making a damn diss track. You make shitty ass songs, bro. Shut that shit up, bro. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Alright, well, oh shit! I can't take this shit seriously no more, bro. Bro, I cannot. Also, it's good, Fleming. I can't do this shit. Oh, bro. Sorry for not saying hi to you earlier. But yeah, all I'm gonna say to everybody here is, please do share the document if you can. Like I said, the document was only made to criticize and point out the wrongdoings that nobody has ever talked about in the friend group other than me and a couple others, and not to throw shade or get anyone to harass these said people whatsoever, as clearly as the document states. So then again, think before casting your own final judgment. And yeah, I hope you're doing well, Flint Frontiers. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I am no longer associating myself with that friend group. I'm no longer gonna get involved in what they do. I'm gonna no longer be discussing anything about my friend group moving forward, and I'm gonna try to move on from it because, you know, I have better things to deal with I have like worser things to deal with in my life, and I have better things to do. So please, for the love of God, move the fuck on. And if anyone, and by the way, if anyone does see Autumn's quote unquote 45-minute video, that's just basically him explaining the entire thing. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like, I don't think anyone should care about that video. I don't think I should even care about it, because I mean, like, what is there to take away from the document or even like explain about it when, you know, like I said, the proof is already there. But anyways, I'm gonna probably head out now. Take care, stay safe, and, you know, like I said, God bless everybody.
Well, I'm gonna end it now. It is now being past 3 hours. Well, I don't know, man. I'm gonna end the stream now. I feel like I've said this so many times now. Just because I'm reading over the document, doesn't mean I'm taking anybody's side. I'm just reading it over and just fucking moving on, and that's it. I think, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you guys for watching this whole expose video. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the friend group. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other people who exposed the friend group. I'm on nobody's side. I could be still friends with both of them, and I'll be completely fine. Right. I'm gonna end it now. I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm gonna beat this fucking cart ride. Bye bye.